Did your grandfather ever tell you the one about the cobbler with holes in his shoes? Because that's what you're looking at. Despite being an IT pro for over 15 years, this is the state of my utility closet.
Sorry for the AI voice. In most of this video, it's raining. I don't have time to shoot much, but with the little wave my channel is on, it's clear. I am going to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the week. In 2017, I started this channel as a free host for unlisted videos that I would embed in my business website. I occasionally uploaded home lab content and it received a few views. My subscriber count always seemed cursed to stay in the 400s, occasionally going up and back down, which was fine since I never took it seriously. Then almost exactly 2 years ago, I bought the TechShack and shed the business branding, and Jordo's TechShack was born. A few weeks ago, I reviewed my first sample product from WaveLink. The access point was awesome, and they used my review in an ad campaign and promoted my channel on their social media. This caused the channel to spike in subscribers, and now here we are. Thank you to everyone who watched when I edited on a upcycled laptop before the TechShack, before the AI and render server. Thank you to everyone who has come along since. Thank you everyone for putting up with the low quality videos.
Things are about to get interesting.
What? You're in this one. Doesn't your voice belong to the other channel we manage?
It's all hands on deck for this one.
Oh boy.
Hey, can we update the intro animation now? Guido and I have an idea.
Hey, that is kind of racist. That is not my name. My name is Rob, but we did render a new concept intro we think it's time to use.
Welcome back to the TechShack, to another low quality video. Now out here doing some spring cleaning because we got snow right up until the middle of April. So just now getting the yard put together, getting the TechShack cleaned out. So thought I'd go through and do a modern walkthrough, or a newer walkthrough for 2025. So for our new subscribers here, we have Starlink. Starlink's been giving us anywhere from 200 to 300 megabit. It's been absolutely fantastic. Then I have this TP-Link 710 CPE. This then beams the internet to the house where it hits that access point there on the outside, that wavelength access point. That's kind of like in a repeater bridge mode, so then that repeats it out as a Wi-Fi 6 signal and then bridges back into the house through the Ethernet port into the PoE switch in the closet that feeds all the house and feeds another CPE that feeds the other buildings out back. So we have acres upon acres of Wi-Fi here. Come on in. The box for another wavelength access point, because since I've been doing the Wi-Fi upgrade and they sent me that first one and it was really good, I figured I might as well stick with the ecosystem for my upgrade cycle. Originally, if you see my other videos, Parker, my 5-year-old daughter, used to have her gaming computer out here. That got moved in the house so she could play with her sisters. Alright, the main workbench is here. Each workbench has its own 15 amp circuit and a little whip setup, so for keyboard, mouse, monitor, and Ethernet all set to go. Little waiting area, because I do occasionally have locals who drop computers off for repair, devices off for repair. Alright, now on this workbench here we have Jeffy's latest project. Now, I initially did not want to even touch this. I was like, you already have a good, decent server. Like, why do you want to move everything into this old case's guts? And then I opened it up and saw this, and then I got it. So all the hard drives can load in here like a video game cartridge, like an old school like Nintendo cartridge. So he's going to expand. Right now he has a RAID 1. He does plan on expanding to a RAID 10. Of course, that bottom monitor is for this workbench. That top monitor is for my workstation over here. You can see the screensavers kind of going between all three of them. So then I have my OpenSense router, Wavelink AX access point, that compared to the AC 1350 that was in here before, I have over twice the read and write speed from my basic Pixel 7a to the NAS, which is important because all this GoPro footage gets dumped to the phone through the GoPro app, and then from the phone to the NAS. So having that increased wireless speed was a big help. Alright, so again, OpenSense router, and then I have a 2.5 and 10 gig switch, and then the 1 gig switch kind of mounted vertical right there. And then down here we have kind of the heart of the network. We have my server. This old 20-year-old case was actually from one of the first computer builds I ever did. It came back in to be recycled, and the computer actually still worked, so I ended up like selling the motherboard out on eBay to somebody who was building a retro gaming PC, and then I built a new server inside the case, so go check those videos out. This does AI, this Plex, it does a little bit of everything. And then these cases are just empty. But yeah, that's it for everything different. These are just wall mounted here. Now I know the first thing people like to point out is the tarp walls. Well, that's just because I'm a terrible carpenter. And when we first moved in here, the office space on my lease was running up when I first bought this building. All right, so I had separate office space I leased. That lease was up, so I had to get everything in here. And when they dropped the building, I didn't realize that this road was actually closed to large trucks, to overweight trucks for the season until like June. So I had to hurry up and get this building usable because I had to be out of my other space by June. So these tarps are fire retardant and actually cost more than the wood did, but the tarps could be delivered through UPS, through, you know, from Amazon, and then I could just cut them with the razor blade and go. There's 4 inches of insulation in the wall, and survived 3 winters now with 30 below out, and a single space heater keeping it nice and toasty in here. Then we have the AC that I have ducted permanently out the wall with a dryer vent. Well, yeah, that is it. I'm gonna have a lot more videos coming. I'm gonna probably have a dedicated video on that pretty soon. I noticed we have a lot more subscribers, so stay tuned. There's a lot more coming.